Good afternoon, you're welcome to the news on Flip. I am Christian Chico. Let's take a look at the top headlines. Buhari jets out again. Atiku desperately woos Governor Wike. And attacks, tension grips Kaduna community. In business, for scarcity worsen. Now sports, police raids Napoli Lille office over Osimhen. Now to the main news. President Muhammad Buhari has flown to Kigali, Rwanda to attend the 26th Commonwealth Head of Government meeting being held from June 20th to 26th, 2022. This was disclosed by Femi Additional Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity on Wednesday. At the event, Buhari will join other leaders to participate in discussions focused on the progress and prosperity of the more than 2 billion people living in the 54 independent countries in Africa, Asia, the Americas, Europe, and the Pacific that make up the Commonwealth. The theme for the event is delivering a common future, connecting, innovating, transforming, and the heads of government are expected to affirm their commitment to upholding the Commonwealth Charter, which focuses on democracy, human rights, the rule of law, as well as economic opportunities and sustainable development. Buhari will attend the official opening ceremony on June 24th, followed by high-level meetings of heads of state and government on Friday 24th and Saturday, June 25th. The leaders are expected to consider a range of topical issues, including post-COVID-19 economic recovery, debt sustainability, climate change, poverty reduction, youth entrepreneurship and employment, trade, food security. Prior to this, a Nigerian delegation was drawn from the public, private and youth organizations that participated in 4 forums covering youth, women, business and civil society, and will engage in ministerial meetings and several side events. On the margins of the meeting, the Nigerian leader is scheduled to deliver remarks at the high-level session of malaria and neglected tropical diseases summit and participate in an intergenerational dialogue for youth. President Buhari is also expected to hold bilateral talks with some leaders from the Commonwealth countries. On Atiku and Wike, the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar has set up a committee to pacify and woo the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike and some other aggrieved members of the party. The initiative was instituted by Atiku based on the need to go into the 2033 general elections with a united front. The media had reports that the opposition party has been rocked by a crisis following the choice of Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa as Atiku's running mate. Wike, Okowa and Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom had appeared before the screening panel set up by the PDP to nominate a vice presidential candidate of the PDP presidential flag bearer. Okowa was nominated by the PDP presidential candidate after rumors had it that Wike had been selected by the party advisory committee as the vice presidential candidate the day before. But findings indicate that the PDP feared Wike might work against Atiku's ambition following his loss at the party presidential candidate and running mate to Atiku. Signs that PDP might run into stormy waters became pronounced with the defection of some of Wike's supporters from the party in the last 24 hours. Aside from the resignations of 2 allies of the Rivers State Governor, a former minister of Niger's Delta, Godse Urubebe, and an ex-commissioner in Edo State, Kasim Afegbua, a mass exodus of party members was also said to be looming. On Kaduna community, reactions have continued to trail bandits' attack on worshippers in Kajuru on Sunday. The media reported that bandits had attacked worshippers at St. Moses Catholic Church, Rubu Ugwan Akun in the Kajuru Kukume area of Kaduna State on Sunday, killed 3 persons and kidnapped scores. Residents of the state are still expressing shock over the incident, which they described as barbaric. According to Pastor Moses Idoko, General Overseer, Jesus Revolutionary Ministry, the attack showed that bandits were only imported into the country to wipe out Christians. Moses, who wondered what Christians had done to warrant the killing right inside the church, appealed to the relatives of the deceased to remain calm. He said Christians were facing persecution from every direction in Nigeria, especially in Kaduna State, for just no cause, as most of the attack doesn't attract sympathy from the government. Since the attack the Christian community in Kaduna State, there has been no response from the state or the federal government, he said. He said the attack, which came after a similar incident in Owo, Ondo State, was an indication of a deliberate plot to wipe out Christians. Reverend Josiah Aboleme of Omega Church, Barnawa, expressed pain over the killing of Christians. According to him, every Christian must rise and continue to pray. As Christians, we have no arms and ammunition. Our weapons are prayers, fasting for God to touch the hearts of those enemies of Christ. Now to business. For Scarcity was in Lagos, the Federal Capital Territory, and other parts of the country on Tuesday, resulting in motorists spending hours at the filling stations. For oil marketers, the solution to the worsening fuel queues across the country is for the federal government to approve an increase in the pump price of the commodity. Although some marketers had already raised the price of fuel in their outlets, they admitted that the move had not been approved by the government, noting that dealers could be sanctioned for selling above the regulated rate. The approved pump price of premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, is 165 naira per litre. But marketers are currently kicking against this rate, saying that it is no longer sustainable going by the global crisis in the energy sector. A retail outlet located in the Kubwa village market, Abuja, dispensed petrol at 195 naira per litre to motorists and still had queues. Heavy fuel queues were seen in the filling station in few filling stations that sold petrol at the approved rate on Tuesday. Some of them included the NNPC close to Gwarimpa on the Zuba Kubwa Expressway, Total filling station opposite the headquarters of the NNPC, Nipco filling station on Zubwa Expressway, among others. Now to sports. Italian giants Napoli and French side Lille had their offices raided on Tuesday, with Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis investigated for possible fraud in the transfer of Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen, according to reports. According to Martino La Repubblica, Sky Sport Italia, and others, police raided Napoli and Lille office in Naples, Rome, and France as part of the investigation. According to French media outlet L'Equipe, it was revealed that Lille got just £36 million and not £81 million as widely reported. It was the most expensive deal in Lille's history, making Osimhen the most expensive African footballer ever, taking over from Nicolas Pepe, who left for Arsenal the previous season. However, despite the fanfare the move created at the time, details have emerged that Osimhen's former club has only received £36 million from his transfer. The League One club was in a very poor financial state at the time, and the transfer of the Super Eagles forward was used to balance the books by the club. The deal has long been a cause of controversy, as the official £70 million transfer plus £10 million in bonuses were only circa £15 million in cash. The other £20 million made up of goalkeeper Orestes Canezis and 3 youth team players Luigi Ligurio, Claudio Manzi, and Ciro Palmieri. With that, we've come to the end of the news on Flip. Hope you enjoyed the report. Thanks for watching. I am Christian Chuku.